What's up everybody? I hope you're all well. Slightly different format for this week's episode. Yeah, any of you that have been following me know that I've been doing kind of a mini tour around Italy. The next stop on our list was Venice. Now, unfortunately, Venice didn't go quite to plan. I became unwell and meant that I couldn't film properly or do the vlog as I normally vlog it. So what I've decided to do, since I wasn't very well and I didn't get to film all that much and vlog it myself, what we've opted to do is show you guys the top 5 things that you can do in the wonderful city of Venice. Let's get straight in to number 5. Okay, so number 5 for me is St. Mark's Basilica. Before I became unwell, I did manage to get into St. Mark's and we did manage to do a little tour around it. It was really special. The architecture of that building is unlike anything I've ever seen before, and it was constructed in 1092 and still stands to the test of time today. If you've got one thing to do in Venice, I would suggest going and just at least looking at that. It's completely free of entry to get in, you just have to drop your bag off at like another destination. Aside from that, it's absolutely outstanding. The building itself, you could spend hours just looking at and looking through. Special place. 1,000,000,000% recommend that to all of you guys. Also, another quick note, normally most people put it in their list, but I'm just going to whack it in with number 5 as well. St. Mark's Basilica is on St. Mark's Square. So St. Mark's Square is obviously this enormous square that's absolutely stunning. It's got so many lovely buildings around it, and once again, it's just a great place to either grab a bite to eat and to check it out, or just, you know, relax, take it all in and sit down. Be wary of seagulls and pigeons, they're absolutely mental there. But that's number 5. On to number 4. DOGE'S Palace, or DOGE'S Palace, or DOG'S Palace. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I wasn't there, guys. Give me a break. DOGE'S Palace is essentially, from what I understand, he was the king of Venice, right? Or Doge, I think, is king in Venetian. So basically, this is the palace where the king would live or would reside, and it's meant to be absolutely stunning. It's also in St. Mark's Square. It looks out across the river. I recommend taking some time inside the palace to absorb it all, and just looking out onto DOGE'S Palace from the outside as well. So if you do get the chance, I massively recommend this one. I really wanted to go, but unfortunately it was during the St. Mark's Basilica that I became unwell. And so basically, if you do get the chance, definitely go and visit there. It's apparently meant to be a very interesting history lesson, and again, hopefully you guys can see from some of the footage here just how beautiful it truly is. Number 3. The Grand Canal. So if you guys know anything about Venice, it's going to be that Venice is immersed in water, basically. You know, you have to get water taxis everywhere. It's a city that lives in water, and it truly is absolutely amazing. Until you get there, you don't understand how beautiful this kind of idea makes it, but it's genuinely stunning. And the epicenter of that sort of idea and construct is the Grand Canal. Now, I recommend taking some time to walk up and down the Grand Canal, you know. But basically, the main thing that I recommend whilst at the Grand Canal is getting a gondola ride. Now, these can be extremely expensive. Beth and I were torn on what we wanted to do and whether or not we wanted to do one. They can be like 100 euros, so they are really expensive. So it's like 50 euros per person for like a 35-minute ride. So don't get me wrong, it is expensive, but that is for a private one. We did also find online that you can get one for like 27 euros. So yeah, you can get more affordable ones, you just have to share them with other people, but that doesn't really bother me. And the idea of being on the water is something that's, you know, associated with Venice, and it's incredibly imperative to your experience in Venice to get out on a boat and experience the Venice waters. Absolutely. You know, glide through the beautiful city. Look at the architecture that's built from like the 17th century and stuff. It's just outstanding, and if you're not doing that, I don't feel like you're doing Venice properly. So my number 3, quite simply, is to get on a gondola in any way, shape or form, or a water taxi at the Grand Canal and take a trip around Venice. That is my number 3. Number 2, okay, one of my favourites. Everywhere we went in Venice had basically the same idea. Food is the most important, okay guys? We love food, you love food, everybody loves food, okay? And if you're a foodie like Beth and I'm a little bit of a foodie, Beth's more of a foodie. Venice is a cracking place. We found some incredible pasta at a place called Bacchi and Pasta. Now, this is like a takeaway restaurant, it's a very small restaurant, but they make their own homemade pasta with their own homemade sauces, and they sell it as like almost like kind of like a street food vibe, and it is unbelievable. It was so good. But not just bacchi and pasta, there is an abundance of restaurants all over Venice that seem to be really competitive in price, very, very affordable, and the food is absolutely incredible. From what we experienced, we adored it, and we cannot recommend just venturing out and eating in different places as much as you can. When you go to Venice, this might be your only experience of Italy. We've been lucky enough to travel to Naples, Rome, Florence, but basically we've had the full Italian experience. We still were not lost on how good the Italian food was here. So if you're coming over just to Venice for a vacation, then 100% you have to get the food here. Italian food is the bomb. It's so good, and you'd be missing out dearly if you didn't go and try some classic homemade pasta and some incredible pizza whilst you're in Venice. Make sure you do it. It's amazing. Number one, the number one thing that I can recommend to do in Venice is simple, it's cost-free, it's the easiest thing to do as well, and it is simply walk around. Venice is a tiny island, okay? It does not take long to walk whatsoever. Our ferries were striking when we arrived in, so we walked 45 minutes to our hotel. It was one of the most scenic walks I have ever done. Venice, the buildings, the architecture are all incredible. They're so stunning, I cannot tell you. I don't have enough words, don't have enough superlatives to explain how bloody beautiful the place is. You are missing out if you do not just walk around and take it all in. That's it. It doesn't cost you a bean, doesn't cost you a penny to just understand how beautiful each of these buildings are. The one thing that's always surprised me wherever I go, if it's a beautiful city, is when you look up and there's just building after building after building that are soaked in history and heritage that you have no idea about. And that's partly cool, you know. You don't necessarily have to know about it, but you can just look up and appreciate that there's a building from hundreds of years ago that's still standing today, and you get the beauty of looking at something that looks amazing. So do that. If you don't have anything else to do, 100% you just have to walk around and make the most of your time and make the most of the culture in Venice, because it's quite frankly amazing. But that's it. I am so sorry that I can't show you guys more of Venice, and I couldn't vlog it, and I couldn't go through what I thought of every single thing. I do apologise for that. I owe an enormous thank you to Beth, who recorded and shot all of the footage that you've seen on here. She did that while I was in bed and ill, and she's not a videographer, so I really appreciate that. She captured some amazing shots, and she really showcased the beauty of Venice, or at least I hope you guys agree with me. If you guys enjoyed this content, please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Every time someone comments or shares, it means the absolute world to me. Just getting off the ground here, and it's taken me a lot of time, and I just really am appreciative of every single step that anyone has taken to support this venture. I love doing different types of videos, and although this one's come from me being ill, if you guys did enjoy it, please make sure to let me know. Drop me a message, like the videos, you know, all of that, so that I can know what you guys want to see. It's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Next week's video will be Rome. I know I said this week's video would be Rome, but unfortunately, because I was unwell and we didn't get much to film in Venice, this one's really quick to put together. I'm still away, I'm currently in Slovenia, and basically when I get home from Slovenia, I'll have like a full week to edit Rome, and it's one of my favourite places I've ever been, so I want to take the time to make sure that it's perfect. But yeah, next week will be Rome, so keep your eyes peeled, guys. I am so excited to show you what we did there. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful week, everyone.